What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Restoring Style. Today, of course, I have the semi-finals of the Romanian Cup as we take on CLUJ over 2 legs. We've been seeing a lot of CLUJ lately. Of course, we knocked them out in the semi-final of the League Cup just a few weeks ago. We also played them in the league only a few days ago. We beat them in the league, and now we're coming up against them once again. Of course, in this Romanian Cup, we'll be looking to banish the memories of last year where we were knocked out at this stage by Petrolul. This is the only domestic competition that we have not won yet, so we're going to be trying our hardest to win it. But before we get into any games today, we need to talk about the league because the regular season has now come to an end and we have entered the playoff stage. Haven't played any games yet in the playoff stage, but this is how it's working. So in the championship playoffs, you can see it's the top 6 teams, the teams that finished in the top 6 in the regular season. The points have been halved of each team, and I think essentially how it's going to work is that teams are going to play each other twice, and at the end of those round of games, whoever is finishing top of the table will be the champions of Romania. You can see that we currently lead Dinamo Bucharest by 3 points. I fully expect us to go on and win this, but we need to perform well in this championship playoff stage. Now, the relegation playoff works a little bit differently. So if I just go to the relegation group, so in this relegation group, the bottom 2 teams will be relegated to the second tier. But you can see these teams here, 5th and 6th. They will, whoever finishes 5th and 6th at the end of the round of games, they will play each other in a playoff. And whoever, of course, loses that playoff will also get relegated. So 3 teams eventually being relegated to the second tier. So that's how that works. Just thought I'd quickly explain that. But of course, we're focusing on the Romanian Cup today. And this is my lineup for the first leg against CLUJ. We're at home for the first leg. Got a few injury concerns. Gabriel Enache has picked up an injury. He's out with a thigh strain. Should be back fairly soon, as you can see. Of course, Lucas and Horozovsky are still out. And Kazeru's picked up an injury, our top scorer this season. He's also going to be back very soon, but a bit disappointing that we can't have him for this game, of course. 35 goals this season in 38 appearances. He's had a magnificent season. Just going to make a quick change to the defence there. And yeah, that should be our team. So we've got Alauskis in goal. We've got a back three of Pap, Hejda and Albertazzi. In the midfield, Stankyu's going to have to play on the right for this game. We do not have another right winger in the squad. Of course, Nashe and Lucas are both out injured. Nyagu and Tanase in the middle. Tanase, of course, usually plays out left, but he's going to play in the middle for this one. Latavleki out on the left wing. We've got Iancu playing in behind Andone and Tugadin. Although we are missing Kazeru, a massive source of our goals, I feel like we should still go through this tie quite comfortably. If I show you the past meetings between ourselves and CLUJ, we've definitely had the upper hand. They have beaten us twice in this save, but you can see we've beaten them 6 times. We've most of the time had the edge over CLUJ. So, with, despite missing Kazeru, I feel like over 2 legs we will be far too strong for CLUJ. And just 10 minutes into the game, can we create the first opportunity of the match? Tukadin on the ball, edge of the box. What a lovely strike. George Tukadin smashes it into the top corner. I wasn't expecting him to do that. First shot of the entire game, of course, only 8 minutes in. And that is a wonderful, wonderful goal from George Tukadin. We'll see it again in 3D. Played in by Latavleki. Edge of the box. Picks it out of his feet. Lovely hit. Keeper's got no chance and we take the lead. And just a few minutes later, Stanky with a corner. Andone's in there. George Tukadin again. Albertazzi. Keeper managed to save it. What the hell is going on there? It's on the line. Andone. Oh my god. What on earth just happened there? Massive scramble in the box. It looked like it went in. Somehow it's not managed to find its way into the back of the net. 2-0. And as I said, despite not having some key players in the team, I fully expect us to go comfortably through in this tie. Iancu steps up. Again, keeper should have done better, but it doesn't matter. 2-0. I have to say, if we get a third, that will probably kill off the tie. But Nyagu's on a yellow card. He's got to be careful. And we've got to be careful that CLUJ don't pull one back. We're coming very close to half-time. It's not when you want to be conceding. And Tade is through on goal. Can we stop him? He gets his shot away. And it's a pretty good goal in fairness. And as I said, we don't really want to be conceded before half-time. And we have Gregory Tade Didn't he play in England? I'm sure I recognise that name. But edge of the box, I mean, Alauskis should be doing a lot better there. And CLUJ have found their way back into the game. Of course, just a few moments later, the whistle does go for half-time. Disappointing, as I said, to concede just before half-time after dominating the first half. I'll tell the players we've got to guard against complacency. We've done well up to this point, but CLUJ could easily find their way back into this game if we're not on, our top level. So I'll tell the players that hopefully we can get a couple more goals in this second half to make this first leg secured. Just 5 minutes into the second half, we've got a corner. Latavleki's there, Albertazzi's there again. We've caused a lot of problems from corners, but the keeper denies. Another corner comes in from Nikosos. Thank you. Latavleki, it's off the line. It did look like it was probably going to go just wide anyway, though. Alright, half an hour to go. Let's make some changes, freshen up the game a little bit. We're going to bring off Andone, of course. He's someone who picked up a lot of injury, so I'm trying to carefully manage him. So we're going to bring on... we don't actually have a striker on the bench. Did I not? I'm sure. Where's Gladkey? I must have forgot to put Gladkey on the bench. Oh no, he's there. I'm just blind. Right, Gladkey's going to come on for Andone. We'll set him to... no, we don't want Murison. We want Gladkey. We'll set him to a target man. And Latavleki's struggling with fitness, so we're going to bring him off as well. And we're going to bring on Vilcenu in the middle of the park. Also tempted to bring off Niagu. I actually am going to bring him off because he's on a yellow card. Of course, he's our defensive midfielder. We'll bring on Fabio Braga in his place. Very limited chances so far in the second half. It has been extremely quiet, but we are on the attack at the moment. Vilcenu, of course, just off the bench, plays it to Iancu. What can he do? A bit crowded out, but he finds Stanku. Gladkey off the bench, gets a goal and makes it 3-1. Off the bench, instant impact. His 10th goal of the season. The on-loan man from Shakhtar Donetsk. And I think if we get one more in this game, that will probably be the tie done and dusted. Of course, we still are in a bit of a precarious position, but that's a good ball from Nikosos. Thank you. Controls it well, Gladkey, and smashes it home. And heading into the final 10 minutes, we are looking for that fourth goal. Ball is cleared by CLUJ, but Pap will intercept it and we'll just be going straight back onto the attack. Nikosos, thank you, out wide, plays it into Gladkey in the box. What can he do with it? He plays it into the box and it is an own goal. Very, very unfortunate there for Bordeaux. But as I said, if we get that fourth goal, that will probably be the tie done and dusted. Gladkey does well on this right-hand side. Manages to get the ball in the box and very, very unlucky. I mean, he's not even turning the right way, so he probably deserves it. He's not even looking at the ball, but it's 4-1 and that should be it, really. And in the final seconds of the game, CLUJ have actually had a player sent off. I thought it was one of those highlights towards the end of the game where, it just plays out and then the game finishes. But CLUJ are down to 10 men. I mean, the full-time whistle should go any second now, so it won't really make any difference. But we may be able to add one more goal. Vilcenu we've got the free kick. I mean, it's one of those highlights where it takes about 10 years to step up for the free kick. And no, we won't get to take the free kick. There is the full-time whistle. We win it 4-1 in the first leg. Wonderful performance. Expected really that we was going to win that game. But, it's good to see us be professional and go out there and get the job done. So, of course, we're in a very, very good position going into the second leg. We still have to be careful. I mean, I did say that if we go into the second leg with a 3-goal lead, that will probably see us through. But we still do need to be wary. Because CLUJ could easily come back into the game, and if we get to the final, we're either going to play Rapid Bucharest or Chiajna, and if we come up against one of those, we will definitely win the cup, but we will see. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward to the second leg. We've got a few games in between then in the championship playoff, so I'll also update you guys on those results. So here we are then, the day of the second leg against CLUJ. But before we get into that, let's talk about the 3 games since the first leg. As you can see in the league, we played 3 games, 1-2 and drew 1, sorry. We beat Panduri 2-1. We drew 0-0 away at Astra. And we also won 2-1 in the derby against Dinamo Bucharest. Now, I want to say away from home, but if you didn't know, we ground share with Dinamo Bucharest in the National Arena. So, pretty much both at home here. But it was a very unfortunate result for Dinamo Bucharest. It was a very even game. A point probably was the most fair result. But we got 2 penalties in the game. One was quite controversial, but we won it 2-1. I was tempted to show you the derby, but I kind of don't want to bombard you with derby games. I know I've live-com 2 of them already this season, so I don't know if I really want to live-com anymore. Let me know what you think about that. Should I cover all the derby games, or do you think I should just stick to 2 or 3 a season? So as I said, I'm not actually bombarding you with derby games. But this is how the Championship playoff is looking. So that win over Dinamo Bucharest has meant that we are now 6 points ahead of them. There's 7 games left to play in the Championship playoff. As I said, I fully expect us to go on and win it now. We've got 3 home games coming up next against Petrol, Astra and CLUJ. And I think we will go on and win it. But as I said, today is the day of the second leg against CLUJ. We are 4-1 up from the first leg, and this is the team that we're going to be putting out for this second leg. So we've got Alaukis in goal, we've got a back three, Hedged, Pap and Albertazzi in the midfield. We welcome back Lucas on the right hand side, Niagu and Stanku in the middle. Inache is also back from injury, he will start on the left hand side, and Iancu is going to be playing behind Tukudin and Kazeru, who is also back from injury, which is good news. But one bit of injury news to tell you about is that Tanase picked up an injury in training. He is out with a broken toe, so he is likely to miss the rest of the season, I think. Not quite sure how long the season is actually going to go on for, but yeah, I think he's going to miss the end of the season. And I'm actually looking at the bench. I'm just going to make one change. I'm going to give Kojikaru, the young keeper, a game instead of Alauskis. He's a really talented young keeper, this guy. You can see he's got a lot of potential. And I want to give him some more game time. 20 years old now, so I kind of want to try and feel him into the team, try and get him some more game time. So this should be a good opportunity where there's not that much pressure. We're already 4-1 up in this tie. I'm also going to switch this to control. I had it on defensive for the game against Dinamo Bucharest. But yeah, let's see how we do. 4-1 up, as I said. We've got quite a comfortable lead, but we still need to be careful and not be complacent and just go out there, do the job that we need to do, and make sure we book our place in the final of the Romanian Cup. And hopefully we can create our first real meaningful chance of the game as Lucas picks up the ball in our half, Hedged into Niagu. There's a bit of space in the middle if he can find a pass. He does to Iancu. Look at Stanku and Iancu. They've got a lot of space there to work in. Kazeru plays it back to Iancu now. Bit of a poor first touch, but he does find Tukadin with the strike. And it's a fantastic save really by the keeper to deny him. And just a few minutes later, it looks like CLUJ will be on the attack as Rupa picks up the ball. He plays it to Tanase into Tade, who launches a shot. It's a fantastic save by the young keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. A few chances here and there, but by and large, there hasn't been much happening in this game so far. Of course, CLUJ need to come out and attack. They need to score 3 goals. I'm not sure if away goals count in this competition. I'm really not sure about that. But as I say, CLUJ need to come out. I'll say to the players again that we need to not get complacent despite the score. We just need to go out, be professional and get the job done, as I said, and go through to the final. Straight from the kickoff, one of their defenders had a horrible touch. Kazeru threw on goal. Keeper makes another really good save. If it wasn't for him, we probably would be in the lead in this game. But Iancu with the corner comes in, well dealt with. That will probably be the end of the highlight. And we've controlled this game so far, but as of yet have not managed to find the back of the net. But maybe we can do that here. Iancu plays it into George Tukadin, keeper with a good save again. Kazeru surely should have put that in the back of the net. I mean, it came straight to him. For some reason, he decided not to shoot. I'm not sure what happened there, but it remains 0-0. Albertazzi through on goal. Albertazzi from a free kick. I didn't quite catch the free kick coming in, but Albertazzi has given us the lead. We'll see it again in 3D. I believe the free kick was from Iancu. Let's have a look. Comes in from Iancu. Controls it very, very well with his head. I'm not sure if he was going to head it or he was actually trying to control that. But a lovely finish from Albertazzi. And we go 5-1 up on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. And there is the full-time whistle. We have banished those demons of last season in the Romanian Cup semi-final, and we have booked our place in the final. We've completely bossed both legs really, and fully deserve to go through. You can see how much we dominated this game. Probably should have been more than 1-0, and it probably would have been if it wasn't for the keeper. And I've just smashed my mic because I'm so excited that we have made it to the final. We will be up against Chiajna in that final. I'm not sure when that game will take place. Let's have a look. So that will be after the League Cup final. In fact, maybe we'll have a cup final episode. We'll have 2 of the finals in one episode. I'm not sure. We'll see. The League Cup final, interestingly, is at home. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I think it was at home last year, actually, can't remember. But anyway, we've made it through to the Romanian Cup final. We're going along very nicely in the league. I expect us to win that. So we are very much on course to do the domestic treble this season, which was one of my aims. But, we'll see what happens anyway. Thank you guys for watching again. If you did enjoy this episode, be sure to leave it a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please do subscribe. But for now, it's been Halfback FM, and I'll see you guys in a bit.